Hey everybody, it's Sarah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the front of the home on the outside. Then we'll head on in and then we'll do the pool and the back and side yard, okay? So we are here at the 204 Martin Street. It's listed for $539. Realistically, it'll appraise at that, no problem. But I bet probably like $515 is realistically where they're probably going to want to let it go, because it is a really neat little spot. So this is the front yard. Everything looks good. This is well, that's my car. These are your neighbors. A nice big driveway, so great for guests. There is no garage, so keep that in mind. Some people, well, if you're going to Airbnb and be it, seasonal rental it, most those people are going to have rental cars, so they don't really care if it oxidizes on their car. But if you're thinking long term, you probably would want to do like one of those awnings. That way at least it's not so much saltwater sitting, because the beach literally is right past that street right there. Okay, so landscaping looks great. We can find out too, like what they pay for that, you know, the services that they use. Clearly somebody takes really good care of it and they don't live here. So it's probably, oh, hello US Air Force. Alrighty, so you do have a little patio here. These are your shutters you can during a storm. It's not an HOA, so you can have storm panels up year round if you want. It just makes everything so dark. But most management companies, lawn companies, if there's a storm and you need somebody to put panels up, they come and do it for like $100. They do it all day long for loads and loads of customers. So, okay, so when you walk in the front door, this is the living or family room. This is one of the spaces that they have furnished. This doesn't look like a sleeper sofa. It looks great, like the furniture is in good shape. I would probably do a sleeper sofa, because then you could say that you could sleep more people. And then most people would probably have like a television there, or even you can put one there and move that mirror. And then you've got a little bit of space here if you wanted to do like a desk for storage or shoes or beach stuff. Okay, and then this is the kitchen. So it is a galley kitchen. They've got granite countertops, a good amount of cabinet space. You could probably sand the cabinets and paint them a different color. But I mean, it goes with the granite, goes with the floor. They do have it segmented here to where if you wanted to put an additional dining space here, you could. But then there's also one here. So they probably just left the dining chandelier, and then to give more space, just put a small dining room table here. Okay, so we're gonna go into what would be like the utility room, laundry room, and then this is where it's not a garage, it's like an office, but you have washer, dryer, utility. This is super cute actually, that they do this. And you got some additional storage here, electric panel, all that jazz, which realistically you're gonna wanna get inspected regardless. Okay, so here it's linoleum flooring, but it's actually concrete, so you could put whatever you want down. This is a large space, but it's not being utilized in a way that makes sense as far as a family living here full-time or a rental. So those blinds open up, and then that's where that front to the, like if you're looking at the home, it's like to the left of the front door. But it's a big space. It's just long rather than wide. But this is a huge desk that nobody would use after 1996. And then they have huge cabinets, which realistically there's like a bunch of like hodgepodge type stuff in here. Like maybe if you were like an attorney or like an accountant, but realistically this is insulated. It does have the same feel as far as temperature goes as the rest of the home. So in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to keep it as this giant office. You could even maybe just keep some of the cabineting, and then you could do like a few twin beds. Then if you have children come, this could be their room. They don't get anything dirty. Okay. All right, so let's go see So appliances look great. It is a gas stove. There's not a ton of natural gas here in Florida. So Melbourne is nice that on the island it does have natural gas, so that's nice. You have a nice deep sink. Lighting is a little dim in here, so I'd probably add, it is wired for another light. And then these ones look pretty dim. They probably just need to be replaced. But a good size as far as cabinet space. There isn't a full pantry, so they're probably utilizing the, if somebody was here, probably do something in the utility room as far as a pantry goes. You could also do one of those stand-up pantries right here because this is another space that's not really getting used. But then your dining space, and we'll head out to the pool in a second after we do the bedrooms. But the dining space is cute. Again, if you didn't want to use it as a dining space, you could do a 2 barn doors or something, and you can make this an additional place for someone to rest. Kind of is just about preference. Depends on what people want. Okay, so let's see. So here is the guest bathroom. So again, and don't know how it looks on the video, but in real life, it's pretty darn yellow. But it goes with the theme. I'm sure it's original. It actually is in really good shape. And it matches like the Florida beach feel. And then the teal actually looks really cute with it. It is bright. It is preference. But realistically, that's something that if you even wanted to do like a whitewash, so it's not so bright. But it is actually like the little fish decal is actually super cute. But again, that's preference. Okay, so here is guest room number 1. It's not furnished, so keep that in mind. The shutters are halfway up, so it is a little darker. But it does have a full closet, so it is technically a bedroom. You could easily do a full-size bed in here. You just wouldn't have tons of space on each side for like a nightstand, something like that. But the closet is actually, like, you wouldn't need a nightstand. You could probably put some different stuff in here. And then I don't know why they have a second closet there, but they got it. All right, and then this is an additional closet, probably going to be utilized as the linen closet. All right, and this is guest room number 2. This one feels like it's a little bit bigger, but I'd have to look at the floor plan, but it definitely feels bigger than the other one. You could do a queen size bed in here and you'd have room to have something on the side if you wanted to. Again, you could do 2 twin size beds, no problem. And then here is this closet, a good size closet. Okay, now we're gonna head into the master or the owner suite. This looks like that is that a queen? I can't tell if that's a queen or a king. I think it's a queen. Let's say conservatively it's a queen. But you do have space on each side. This one is furnished, so that's one less thing to get. The sheets, the bedding looks good. The actual bed frame looks good. It does overlook the pool. And then you have, I'd probably put a regular closet door, but a pretty good sized closet in here. Well, I guess it depends on how much clothes you have, how big it is, in your opinion. To me, that is big, because mine is very, very small. Okay, here is the owner's suite bathroom. So it does look like that they renovated the sink and cabinet and shower. You would probably want to do, the way that it is they don't have a door, but I'd probably add a sliding glass door, but it still gets rented out even without it, so. Alrighty, so let's head on outside. And then this is super again. Oh, this is another linen closet. Okay, cool. Okie dokie. So there is dual access. You have access to the side yard and then access to the patio and Florida room. So we'll go out this way. Whoops. Alrighty. So this is a good sized space. It is, it does have regular windows and then you can slide the window portion back and then it just have it be screened in. It's not insulated and it is hot. We're in the heat of the day where that sun is beating down. but you could easily do one of those, like if you did a window unit or even one of those upright that you plug in. You could turn this into, if somebody did want to sleep out here, another entertaining space with some air mattresses. You could do a cool like sleeper sofa that's maybe leather that isn't cushioned so it doesn't get hot. You could also do like a pool table, a ping pong table, things like that. And then let's go on out to the pool. And I'll find out, but I believe those windows and that door may be impact. I will find out. But here's your entertaining space. It's about to rain on me. So here is your your side yard, vinyl fenced in, pool pump and AC unit are on that side. And then it's a good sized pool. It's not a huge pool, but it's definitely wide to where you can have a good group of people. They've got it oriented with some nice potted plants. You can barely see your neighbor, so that's kind of nice. It has some privacy. And then storage shed there. I don't have the key, but I do know that does have electric, so you could, if somebody wanted like a work shed or something. And then they've got this space over here. It's like a little putting green, which is super cute. Realistically, I'm sure that's actually used as a dog run most of the time. But the mature landscaping, the palm trees look really nice. The bougainvillea looks beautiful. It's a nice little spot for a campfire. You could do some, like a tarp. And then you could do some lights. It would be super cute back here. And then here is where the pool pump, all that jazz is on this side. So the other side is the air handler. And then they do have like a portable fish cleaning station. That's probably why they have the access over here. It's like, oh, it's kind of dirty on this side. But looks good. So they have additional storage. So if you wanted to, if you had a boat, or not a huge one, but if you had a boat, because it's on city water, city sewer, there is a well, but that's just for the sprinkler. You could probably you could pull the boat on that side, and then you could just take down this, the vinyl fencing, and then you could have like boat storage, RV storage on the side, which for some people is super important if they're seasonal renters. Sometimes they have their RV or their small boat, but again, you're taking away that space, and like the landscaping on that side might be really pretty, but maybe worth investigating. Alrighty. So we are all set. All in all, it's a nice little find. It would be great for a vacation spot. It would definitely rent out really easily. You would just need to furnish the other bedrooms. And that is about it. Alrighty, you guys have an awesome rest. If you have any questions, I will find out about insurance. It's a little different because it's an Airbnb, so the insurance is more. But I will see if we can get kind of a ballpark idea. We have a much better quote once we get it inspected, which we can't get until it's under contract. But I'll see what I can kind of generate so we have a little bit of an idea. All right, you guys have a great day.